Hi everyone, Tori here. Today I am sharing my Calico video for my January Far Far Away Studio Calico kit. I received all three of the main kits, so the scrapbooking, the card kit, and the Project Life kit, and I feel like I used them up pretty well. So I'll show you what I have left, and then I'll show you the projects I made too. So I'll start with the scrapbooking kit. I have some of these chipboard aqua shapes left, but I did use a lot considering I said in my haul video that this was something I was really going to struggle with. So I'm proud of myself, and I'll just stick this in my stash for later. I have 3.5 of these pretty stickers from Studio Calico, which I know I'll use these because I love the watercolor. I have only a little tiny bit of this washi tape left. I use this a ton. I just love the way it looks on a layout. And then I also have the whole entire sheet of these wood veneer pieces. I just couldn't find the right project for these, but I have an idea that I want to scrap lift from the gallery, so I'm going to keep these and just wait until I can find the perfect photo and paper. So I'm still excited to use these, I just didn't get an opportunity to. In terms of alphas, you can see I used up a lot of the vowels here. So I still have 3 A's, so maybe I can make some words that have A's in them. I don't have any O's, E's, or U's left, so just words with A's, but I'm proud of how much I used this. I also used a bunch of letters from this rubber alpha, but I still have some vowels left, some A's and I's and O's, so I could probably still make some more words if I try. And I did use up some of those shapes that I said I love so much. And this is it for the paper, so I don't even have enough to make a whole entire layout. I have a couple of branding strips and just pieces that I had cut off the edge. I have this black and white and yellow and white paper, and I've used it a ton. I love this so much. So I also have a little bit of this Life Love paper for Studio Calico left, and then I have this one piece that I cut that big watermark out of, and it has that on the back. So I'm probably not going to keep this or these strips just because I don't really like this pattern and I don't need this off-white color. So that I'm not going to keep, but these I will put in my scrap bin because I love those pieces and I'm sure I can find some more ways to use them. So what scrapbook pages did I make this month? Well, here they are. This one has a process video, so you can check that out on my other videos. This is what love is all about, and I use mostly the scrapbook kit for this, although I did use some stuff from the Serendipity line. This is the first layout I made this month with this amazing black and white paper called The Two of Us. There's also a scrapbooking process video of this one. Have I gone mad? I'm afraid you're entirely bonkers, but I'll tell you a secret, all the best people are. There is a process video about this one. This one used the scrapbooking kit for the paper. This came from a Project Life card. That's an old stamp that I had, and then these alphas just came from my stash. This is one of my favorite layouts I've made this month, You're My Person, and this is just the scrapbooking kit. And those came from the Project Life kit. And the wood veneer came from the card kit, but there's not anything else in here that's from my stash, I don't think. I just made this one last night, so I haven't shared it, and I don't have a process video for it. I just sort of did my own thing, but I love those acetate fruits. And this card I cut out from a free cut file from Ali Edwards. So I just made it into a card and fit it on the page. There's a process video of this one up, a xylophone playing octopus, and this mostly comes from the scrapbooking kit, although there's a couple things that came from my stash, like this card came from my stash, and the wood veneer came from my stash, and the enamel dots, and these labels. But the rest came from the kit. And then this is my favorite layout that I made this month. She leaves a smile everywhere she goes. And this amazing pink and gray paper comes from the kit, as you know. But I did have to incorporate some things from my stash, like this blue paper, this card, and all the sequins. And came from the from my stash. And then I used my silhouette to cut out the title. So those are the scrapbook. And that's, I think I got a good use out of the scrapbook kit. Now I'll share the card kit. So this is all I have left. I have one 8.5 by 11. And I have only 2 pieces left of the paper pad, which these do look nice together, so I could make a card out of this. But they don't look very nice with this, so that's why I haven't made another card. I still have this adorable horse and twine. I actually have a layout that I'm thinking of doing about horses, so I've been saving this for that, and I just haven't gotten a chance to make it. And I still have this entire roll of washi tape. I didn't use it once, which I feel bad. I really tried to, but I just couldn't make it work. And I don't know, the colors just didn't seem right to me. I couldn't find anything that matched this color really, so. But I do love it, so it's going in my stash, and maybe I'll find a use for it another time. I made some cards this month, which you can see in the Studio Calico gallery. I'll post a link below. I made this happy card. This is a baby, it's for my cousin who just had a baby. So you can see I layered that happy up lots of times, and I cut that out with my Cuddle Bug. Added some buttons from my stash with the paper and these wood veneers. Even the paper for the happy come from the card kit. I made this congratulations card, and it's really fun on the inside. It says on your engagement. So the papers come from the kit. This stamp came from my stash. That stamp came from my stash. And then this arrow I cut out using one of the stamp brushes this month. That's also in the Studio Calico gallery. I really enjoyed using this You're So Berry stamp set that came with this month. So You're So Berry Sweets. So I did some paper piecing with mostly stash paper, although that green that green and that red color does come from the card kit. Here's another You're So Berry Sweet. And I just used all the stamps and then layered it on top of papers. I used the pineapple a couple times, so one here where you're so, and then sweet on the inside, and just this one that says sweet. I think this is my favorite card I've made this month. I probably could have made more cards with this kit, but I did use the card kit on like scrapbooking pages in Project Life. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards for this month. And then finally, the Project Life kit. I still have this 2015 acetate sheet, and the reason I still have it is because I've been working on 2014 photos, so it hasn't fit in yet, but I'm saving this, and it is going to go to the beginning of my 2015. I used up all of those chipboard hearts, and I'm sad because I wish I had like a 12 by 12 sheet of this. So, but I think I might still use this pink piece. I don't know. Stay tuned, I guess. I used up some of these Hello Forever, or Neat Things by Hello Forever label stickers. I used all those little ones. I had a little trouble using the date ones because I don't really do a lot of day things. But these will go in my stash, and I'm sure I'll find a use for them at some point. This is the label sheet from Studio Calico, and I've used all of them except for these two. And I will save those. I'll come back to that. I did use up a ton of these words. They came in that little baggie. I ended up putting them in alphabetical order and just sticking them on here so that they'd be easier to find because I do love them, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a layout that uses a ton of them. So I don't know. I still have lots of those. I did use the alpha 1 or 2 times this month, so I still have lots of stickers left, lots of vowels, 2 A's and E, 2 I's, and a U. So I could still make, oh, and an O. So I can make lots of words still with that. And these are all the cards I have left. One 4x6, which I just could not make work, but I love this card, so I want to use it. I think I'm just gonna like stick it to my back wall here so that I can like remember to use it. I have 4 of the 3x4 cards. This year I want to. January blank 2015 was one blank day, and the reason I didn't use that is back to that acetate sheet. I'm not working on 2015 yet. A movie review card, and this fun designed card here. Just couldn't find a use for it. I still have the top of this card, which I cut off. That says that was genius, and I do want to use this, so I'm keeping this as well. So that's all I have left from the Project Life kit. I don't think there's really enough to make one layout here. I mean, I could if I combine these colors, but they don't all go together, so I probably will just combine them into my stash and use them at another point. And to show you the Project Life pages I made this month. Before I do, I just want to say some of this was stuff from my stash, so I'll just put this aside. Made this insert from visiting Les Mis. All of this stuff does come from the kit. Different kits, like the scrapbook, the Project Life, and the card kit. Also did the other side. Love this. From having tea with my dad, and that goes with that other 12x12 sheet. The stamps this stamp set came from my kit, or my stash. But everything else came from this month's kit. Here's another 12x12 sheet on a design A. And I used a lot of stuff from my stash for this one. So you may recognize some things like these letter stickers and those letter stickers and the label in this card. And that trim, but the rest did come from my stash. So I didn't make a process video for this one. Sorry. I have this layout that I made at the very beginning. It's still waiting for a photo here. Some of the embellishments and these cards came from the kit, but a lot of things came from my stash, like that, this card, the wood veneer. The other side has mostly stuff that came from this month's kit. I think everything except for those letters, those people, and this Brad, and then enamel dots came from my stash, but everything else, oh, and those stars, everything else did come in this month's kit. These aren't my favorite colors together, but it works with the layout that goes next to it. I even used the packing card and some things from my stash. This came and this came from my stash. The rest came from the kit. The back isn't done yet. This layout and this layout, there is a Project Life process video for, so you can check that out. So I won't talk that much about it, but these are mostly exclusively from the kit, except for some of these black cards that you see. But all the other ones are from the kit, and I think these are my favorite Project Life that I did this month. The back of this one's not done yet, so I won't show you that. But the back of this one is, and there is a process video for this Project Life spread. Mostly from my stash, except for the hearts. These I stamped out with a stamp set, and that lemon. Everything else is from my stash, so it's not really from this kit. But yeah. So that's it. That's all I have left. I don't think I really have enough to make anything like a full Project Life or a full card or a full scrapbook, so I will just be incorporating those things into my stash and saving them for later, I guess, and seeing what I can make with the next month's kit. So I haven't received my February kit yet. I'm still waiting for that, patiently or impatiently maybe, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I can make with February. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for my February kit, I'll keep uploading process videos using stuff from my stash. Thanks everyone. Bye.